Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing an unboxing of Sunrise at the Studio. This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games, which is actually where I purchased this particular game. So let's get it out of shrink wrap and we'll take a look at it. All right. So if you're not familiar with Noble Knight Games, they sell a bunch of board games, sometimes new, sometimes used. And I've had a great experience so far getting a bunch of used games there. So far, no missing components, and the condition was listed just as it should have been. And so this was purchased and it was considered new, so that's why this had shrink wrap. So let's dig in. So this is Sunrise at the Studio, a Pencil First Games game. And it says a playful game by Steve Finn, Eduardo Braff, and Laura Bevan. Let's take a look at the art on the sides. A game for 1 to 4 players. 20 takes about 20 minutes and ages 14 and up. Okay. So we have the rule book. And then we have a separate one called Can You Teach Me Pottery? This is the solo mode by Eduardo Baraf. So looks like we'll probably be using both of these for a solo game. This is really pretty. It's really nice. That's like a little postcard image. At first I thought it was a bread basket, but that wouldn't really go along with the theme here. Very nice touch there. Um, That could actually serve as a first player marker. I'm not sure, so we'll have to see when I start playing the game. But these seem to be possibly the player boards and player aids. As it does tell you what you need to do, but there are different colors. Lots of iconography here. It'll make more sense when I do my playthrough. And this is just a really lovely looking graphics here. We have this board. Looks like this side is going to be used for solo. This bottom left solo icon. Um, yeah, these look like identical sides. All right, let's take a look at some of these. So it looks like there's 3 of these in each player color. Different patterns, I guess, for each color as well. Those are the orange and the green. And let's take a look at the other blue. Actually, I probably should get this out. A bit easier to take out. There's the purple. Let's flip that over. Then we have the blue. Kind of gives me like Azul vibes with the patterns, which is not a bad thing. Okay. And then we have some additional squares here. They are smaller. Not sure how they will be used, but they seem to match the larger ones, which is pretty cute. It's like a mini version. Okay. And they're just like painted wood. I'll put those away after. Then we have these more interesting looking cubes. I'll just put a few in my hand. There's like little lines or markings on these. So they kind of look like packages or boxes, if that makes sense, like little packages in my hand. I'm not sure if that's what they will be. This is my first impression, honestly. I haven't looked too much into this game overall, but I knew because it was a pencil first game and I actually didn't end up backing it when it was being funded. It was on my wish list and it's solo friendly, so why not? All right, so it looks like we have some solo cards. And 4 additional cards. We'll flip them over. All right. Let's see. I always love how compact the games usually are at Pencil First. Like it's not a huge sprawling table hog, but it usually feels like a full game, you know? Okay, so all these cards look to have the same card backs. Um, so it looks like there's just different types of pottery items. Yeah, these are like packages for sure. Okay. Okay. Get this stack of cards. It's a little thicker than the others. All right. Similar to the other cards. So these are going to be for 2 players. Looks like there's markings on the bottom of them, but I guess depending on the player count, some of these cards will be used, some other cards won't be used. That's good. It seems like it definitely will scale up pretty well and keep its balance depending on player count, which is great. And then lastly, we have these larger standard size cards. All right, turn guide. So just take a closer look at this. So it says select resource cards simultaneous, work on projects simultaneous, and then complete projects. That would be in project order. So I guess there's a lot of simultaneous play, which I find is always, ideal when it comes to games, especially with more than 2 players, because it could kind of drag otherwise. So I really like that idea. Of course, I'll be playing solo, so it doesn't matter. Um, but that was cool to see how simultaneous play is worked into a game. All right. And then the other side are some of the resource guides. So there's clay, glaze, and kiln. Project guides, there's 5 different types of projects, and final scoring. So you'll get some points for completed projects. Per in progress projects, you actually lose points, and you gain points for per in progress resource. Studio challenges, reserve advantage cards. Okay. And cup of coffee. Wow, collecting coffee beans. That sounds good to me. All right, so it looks like we have all the different projects here with the different values and what resources we might need to create these masterpieces. Some different types of cards here. This is the coffee. So let's see here. We have, yeah, coffee, and then some of the days, I guess we'll be tracking, and then some of the other types of tracking for the scores, it looks like. Okay. Very excited to learn this one. I've heard great things about it. Um, and if you've played it before, let me know your thoughts. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and thank you to Noble Knight Games for sponsoring this video. If you're interested in unboxings and playthroughs and anything board game related, please feel free to subscribe, like, or comment. And anything you can do is appreciated. And in the meantime, I hope you're staying well. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.